You're here to be the best in your industry. I don't raise and lead number 3 players. You might be number 3, but I'm taking you to number 1. So people would say, thanks so much for giving me all the information. By the way, what's my payment gonna be? And I hear these other salesmen, they say, oh, well, I can't get you that. What the fuck did you say? Sales is helping people make a decision to help themselves. What does that mean? Whatever you sell, I need you to know, why do people reach out to you? I told you the 3 things why people reach out to me. Okay, I'm gonna ask everybody a question. Is your product good for people, yes or no?
Yes.
Okay, if you don't sell it to them and you don't close them, you're providing a bad service. Is it good for people? If you can answer yes, then if it's good for people and you don't sell it to them, you're doing them a disservice. You guys want to fuck people over?
No.
Good, then start learning how to close. Because you're fucking people over if you have a good product, a good business, you over-deliver, you take care of people, you're allowing people to stay stuck, you're allowing people to continue to struggle, and you're allowing people to stay the same. I'm not gonna fucking do it. I will do anything. I will fucking throw tables in here to get someone's attention. That's what I do. I just want you to understand what's on the other side of this thing. Now, as I continue to go, you're gonna understand. Does this make sense? Sales, right, is helping people make a decision to help themselves. Or wait, are they making a decision to help us? No, making a decision to help themselves. Your job is, you understand your product. Okay? I love this one right here. People want to believe you. This is a thing that I believe salespeople don't get. People want to believe you. People want to buy. You must help their logical brains make a decision. The emotional side, energy, there's 100 micro skills that go with energy. There's 100 micro skills that go with emotion. You want to emotionally sell someone? All I got to do is get in a really good state and I'll push that shit right into you. When I'm sitting across from somebody, the way that I connect eyes with them, the way that I talk, the way I communicate, the way I make them feel, the way I position my body when I'm talking to them, all those things make them feel a certain way to put them into emotional state to get them across the line. Those are micro skills. The logical is how educated I am in my business and what the market wants, and also I need to know what my competitors do, and I need to make sure that I'm different than them. Whoever can logically close the best in their industry wins, because brains operate off logic. Also, I know you've heard this before. I know you have. But there's an invisible string to the heart, to the wallet. There's an invisible string to the heart, to the pocket. And if people don't think that you care about them, they're not going to get you here. You may get laydowns. That's easy. I'm talking about closing everybody. I see a lot of people, they're hunting out of about this piece of the pie. Fuck that, I'm taking the whole fucking pie. That's why you're here. You're here to take the whole pie. You're here to be the best in your industry. I don't raise and lead number 3 players. You might be number 3, but I'm taking you to number 1. So you must help their logical brains understand this. Now, do people want to buy? Yes. Super important, guys. If you're watching this video right now and you're like, Andy, I'm not built like that. Bullshit. Yes, you are. Okay, got to train. That's the way it works. Train or complain, it's your choice. Okay, every day I train the greatest in the world. You know what I mean? Are you ready to kick some ass and build your legacy and make history? If you are, in the description box below on this YouTube video, there's going to be a link. You click on it, enter your phone number, email, full name, and I will personally reach out to you in the next 24 hours. If you're serious about kicking some ass, going to the new level, recreating next version of yourself, I'm your guy. Let's kill it. Okay, what do people want to do? They want to fucking believe you. They just don't know if they can. This is a big one. Sales is everything that happens before the offer, closes everything that happens after. So I want you guys to think in your company real quick, how do I know if someone's good at sales? This is how you know. They get to the offer every time. They get to the proposal every time. Does that make sense? Okay, who's in the car business? Raise your hand. Okay, I see a lot of hands. When I was in the car business, I sold 70 to 80 cars a month. I want you to understand this. Average car salesman sells 8 cars a month. Average. Top sales guy sells 20. I sold 70 to 80. Oh, by the way, me and my wife, this is when I was younger. We rode our Harley Davidsons to work. We worked 4 days a week. And we fucking went to the lake on the weekends. And we fucking smoked everybody. You say, how? How did you do that? You know why? I said everything happens in I could get to the offer 100% of the time. There's no fucking way that I wasn't going to get you to a write-up. You know what that means? People come in on the phone and they call on the phone and then they got a couple objections on the phone, and if I was good at those objections, I got them in. And if I could get them in, or if they just drove in, what I'd have to do is say hi to them. I'd have to give them the best energy, the best attitude in the world, make the best friend. I would talk to people like we've known each other our whole life. If you came in and I didn't know you, within 2 minutes you'd think we've known each other our whole life, because I would speak to you with familiarity. What's going on, man? What's your name? Chase? Yes, my brother, man. Glad to have you here with me. Welcome to the family. Quickly, I would take them straight to a place that this is their home. Most of you can't do that. You need to learn to do that. That's called the ability to master a stranger. Mastering a stranger will be one of the most important skills you ever do in your life. If you can't come up here and say hi to people in this room, you damn sure can't go out there and close a stranger. Your goal with someone you don't know is to make them within 2 minutes feel like they've known you your whole life. Can you guys do that? Yes. That's your goal. Any of you guys, when y'all said hi to me, am I weird around you guys? No? Some of you guys come up, take a picture, I'm like, bro, snap out of it. This is your home, man, right? Chill out. Come on, smile, son. It's like, dude, like, your job is to put people at peace. Your job is to make people feel comfortable. Your job is to create an atmosphere and an environment. Guys, I'm talking about a fucking cult today and like creating an environment. When I shake your hand and I meet you, are you coming into my environment? Yes. What does that environment feel like? What does it sound like when somebody's calling the phone? ABC Motors, how can I help you today? That's fucking not an environment. Hope you're having the best day of your life. It's Andy, what's going on? How can I serve you today? Oh, I was calling to get some information. Hey, no problem, man, I got you. By the way, who do I have the pleasure of speaking with? What's your name? My name's Tommy. Tommy, nice to meet you, brother. That's my dad's name. I feel like we're family already. Hey, by the way, Tommy, I just reset my computer. It's going to take me about 30 seconds. I'm going to get you all the information you need, okay? Hey, by the way, where are you calling from today? Have you had the chance to drive one of these yet? You know, where are you at in the buying cycle? You been shopping for these for weeks or just jumped in this morning? I'm going to get you talking. I'm going to get you talking. Why? Because the more you talk, the more you get comfortable around me. Do I know what I'm doing? Yeah, I do. This is my show. I'm a pro. I'm not an amateur. Objections. Guy calls on the phone. Oh, I was calling to get this information. I was calling to get that. When I was in the automotive business, what are some things they asked me? What's my payment going to be? How many times have you guys, when you're looking at a car, you're thinking, what's my payment going to be? People think that all the time. By the way, only like 5% of the people in the world write a check for a car. 95% are financing it. So when they call on automobiles, they have a common question. They say, what's my payment going to be? Well, you got the fucking amateur. Remember I said right here, everything that happens before the sale is selling. Everything that happens before the offer is selling. I'm asking you a question. How good are you at selling? You know what selling is? Giving people reasons and excuses why they should advance the sell forward so you can get to the offer. Does that make sense? That's your job. So people would say, thanks so much for giving me all the information. By the way, what's my payment going to be? And I hear these other salesmen, they say, oh, well, I can't get you that. The fuck did you say? We'll put someone on the phone who can. Am I right? Now all of a sudden you created a fucking disconnect for me and you. Well, I'm talking to the wrong person. Or they say something like, oh, none of that matters. Just come in and drive the car. And if you like it, we'll make it work. You fucking dodging me, bro? I asked you a question. What was the question I asked? What's my payment going to be? Ready? I'm so glad you asked that. I meet you where your concern is. I'm not fucking concerned. My job is to dissolve your concern. And if my job is to dissolve your concern, I damn sure can't deflect. Everybody write this down. Deflecting is dead. Overcome it. Deflection. Do people know what deflection looks like? Do you guys ever know when someone's trying to deflect an answer from you? Don't you fucking hate it? Like somebody's asking a question, you're like, yeah, guys, that's important, we'll get to that later on. It's like, no, why don't we just talk about it real quick? Hey, man, I'm so glad you asked that. I was actually going to explain that later, but now that we're here right now, let me cover this real quick, because I think that's a great question. Who's fucking paying? Them. Well, why? I know you want control, but control is to also make sure that they feel heard. If people don't feel heard, they won't hear you. Does that make sense? Okay, so people would say, like, by the way, I memorize all this shit. Guys, I don't want to have to think. In the military, they make you take apart guns in the dark. Am I right? Why? In case you have to. Why do they make you practice drills for shit that may never happen? Because when your back's against the wall, you'll fall to your lowest level of skill. Whatever you've trained for is what you'll be good at. Most of you guys never fucking train for shit. That's the reason why when your back's against the wall, you get fucking beat. Hey guys, looks like you made it to the end of the video. You're the true 0.0001%ers. Look, I know 1%ers that can make it halfway through the video, but making it all the way through, you guys are the best. Now, here's what I'd like to do. Number one, I want to get closer to you. The fact that you made it all the way through the video, you're like, man, dude, I want to roll with this guy. Okay, so I need to connect with you. Down below, there's a description box on this YouTube video. There's a link. It says Coach with Me one-on-one. Okay? If you'll go and you'll enter your information, I'll reach out to you in the next 24 hours. You can tell me what you need help with, what your goals are, and we will crush it together. I would love to help you guys go to the next level in life. You can tell I'm changing my life really fast, and I know that you guys want the same thing. I'd love to go with you on that journey. So right now, if you'd like to partner with me, team with me, if you want me to help coach you and push you, everybody needs a coach, a higher level of accountability to go to the next level. Go to the description box below, click on the link, fill out your information. I'll talk to you in the next 24 hours. Let's kill it.